it's Julia, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. Summer's coming up and I've been seeing a lot of the Madison Beer type makeup looks, and I really want to try it out and I really want to make a tutorial for you guys so you guys can try this look and see if you like it for yourself. So now I'm just gonna get into the video. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go in with these Cover FX Luminous drops. They're super sparkly, so I'm just gonna put the slightest bit because I don't want it to be sparkly, I want it to be glowy. So I'm just gonna put the tiniest bit. If I keep looking over here, it's because my mirror's over there. Any luminous drops under your concealer or foundation, it's just gonna be that extra oomph just to like make your face look a little more glowy. So now what I'm gonna do is take this QMS Medi Cosmetics tinted day cream. So pretty much any tinted moisturizer or cream or whatever you can use. It doesn't want to like squirt for some reason, so I'm just gonna take some like this and put it on my face like this. So now I'm just gonna blend this out with my fingers. So now I kind of have the first step of my base done. I'm already looking a little more glowy, but remember, trust the process. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna fill in my brows just a little bit because a lot of the time they leave their brows natural, and I'm just using the e.l.f. brow pencil in neutral brown. So I'm just filling her in just the slightest amount. Now what I'm gonna do is take this Essence Clear Mascara or Brow Gel, and I'm just gonna put it on my brows just to give them more of like that watery look. So now I'm just gonna use this Milani concealer. A lot of the time you see people doing the L shape, but what I'm gonna do to try and lift my face a little bit, put some right here and then put some out here, but then just add a little bit under my eyes. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit on my forehead. And then down the center of my nose, on my chin, and a little bit on my cupid's bow. So now I'm just gonna take a beauty blender and blend her out. Just to make sure everything's blended, I'm just gonna go over with a brush. So now that I kind of have like this pale look going on, we're gonna go in and start contouring. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, but everything always has a drugstore dupe and a more affordable dupe, and sometimes the dupes even work better. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take a smaller brush like this and dip into the middle shade and the outer shade a little bit together, just to set that concealer a little bit. But you don't want to add too much because you don't want to look super powdery, because the whole point of this is to look super glowy. But I also don't want to be creasing all day, so I have to add a little bit. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mix all three of these shades at the bottom, and I'll start with going through my forehead and doing that 3 shape where it goes to your forehead, to your middle, to under your chin, and start with that 3 shape. So I can't find my nose contouring brush, but it's fine. I'm going to take a little bit more of the shades and contour my nose a little bit, pretty much going on the outer ends and bringing it up to my eye. Just to make that nose look a little more snatchy, just pull it down to the end as well. Okay, so now that I look a little bit crazy and a little bit much, I'm gonna take a touch of this Becca translucent setting powder and just to kind of clean up the edges. I'm not gonna let it bake for too long. In fact, I'm gonna dust majority of it off right now. If you think it looks a little weird right now, trust me, it probably does. It's just the lighting I'm sitting in, it's a little hard. No, I'm gonna take a little bit of my Hoola bronzer and just add the slightest bit of bronzer, not a lot. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna add. So now let's move on to blush. So this is my holy grail blush. I love this blush so much. It's just the Ciate London blush, and it kind of looks like marble inside. And I'm just gonna take this blush brush from Real Techniques and just pat her on there. So now that I have a little bit of a pinkiness added to my face, now we are going to move on to our eyes. I'm using this Natasha Denona palette, and I know Natasha Denona is super expensive. There's a ton of palettes with these super similar colors, but obviously if you don't want to get Natasha Denona because Natasha Denona is way overpriced, there's also so many other alternatives, so don't feel pressured into like getting a super expensive 5-shade palette. But what I'm gonna do is just kind of take this like pinky type color and just put it a little bit in my crease, just to add a little color to the corner of my eyelid. Just a little bit, just like that. So now I'm gonna go into one of my favorite palettes that has my favorite sparkle shade, which is this Sylvia Gainey times BH Cosmetic palette, and her shade Opal is literally the best shimmer shade I've ever like tried. So what I'm gonna do is take this flat brush and take some water. This isn't hairspray, this is water, I promise. Spray the brush down a little bit, and then I'm going to dip into the Opal shade and just apply it to my lid. And you can use a regular highlight, but I really like using like thick pigments for my eyes. So in a way, we're doing a shimmer cut crease. But now I'm going to take a smaller brush and dip into that same Natasha Denona shade I used, just to kind of blend it out a little more. And carry just a little bit of that same shade down to my lower lash line. So I fixed it up as best as I could. I know it looks a little crazy, but once we put the mascara and stuff on, you really won't even be able to tell. But one thing I like to do before I put mascara on is take a white eyeliner and put it on my waterline. Just like that. I think it makes my eyes pop a lot more. I don't know, that's just a personal opinion of mine. So before we do my mascara and stuff, I'm gonna grab this Rose Water setting spray. You can use any setting spray, but I just got this the other day. Really make you look very like wet and glowy. And then I'm gonna go into my Anastasia Glow Kit, which again, you can use a drugstore dupe. There's so many out there. And I'm going to dip into the shade Summer, which is this top one, and kind of just like go to town with my highlighter. Put it on my cheekbone, of course. Put it above my brow bone. Put it on my nose bone. Above my lip, on my chin even a little bit. Really just make it look like you've been sweating balls off for like years. It ends up looking super pretty. And I changed my mind. I'm actually gonna go back in with a little bit of this S Club Brown just on my eyes, just to add a little bit more color. Okay, so I'm gonna spritz my face down one more time just to get that highlighter very activated and glowy. Before I put on my mascara, I am going to curl my lashes. And now I'm going to take my Big Ego mascara, which is similar to the Better Than Sex mascara. Like the wand is super similar. And I'm going to do like a this motion and go up. The reason I do like a side to side motion rather than just like going up is because it applies it better. And on my bottom lashes, I'm going to take the Big Gal Bang from Benefit mascara, put it on my lower lashes. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little brush, I'm going to wet the brush, dip it back into my highlighter, and put it on my brow bone. Oh! Look at that color! Beautiful! I'm gonna add a little like this on my nose. Period! So now that we look super glowy, I'm gonna take this Kylie lip liner and line the little bit of my lips, just the slightest bit. And I did that just to add a little bit of definition to my lips. And now I'm gonna take my Kylie lip gloss, put that baby on. And I'm gonna add a little bit of this lip gloss to my eye just to make that like sticky eye look that's been trending a lot recently. And one more time. And yeah, that's pretty much the finished look. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys like this makeup look. If you did, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you never miss another one of my videos. I love you guys so unbelievably much. Peace out.